right? So just 1 minute. That was the demo file. Descriptives I can show you with that, but in order to go further for different kind of scientific mapping, I need to have some good amount of data, and that's why bibliometric is encouraged when we have at least 70 plus data. And why I'm quoting this 70 number, because I have not seen any paper less than 70 documents. So that's why I'm saying that. So right now I have seen one paper in which they have done the bibliometrics of 70, and that makes sense also, because when we cannot just say that collecting 2 studies are making 1 cluster, and so it won't give that kind of unbiased picture to us. So that would be little subjective on part of us, while the whole point behind SLR is that we give unbiased view to the literature. And that's why people are more giving more weightage to SLR rather than traditional LR, because the element of biasness is little bit controlled here through our objective way of searching the things, and the visualization which we really show that people can make themselves people can make themselves clear that what actually picture is coming. So that's why these softwares are coming into the limelight and they are getting popularity. So I have just put 2 words. And why I have these 2 words? Because I know that there would be enough number of studies we can find out using these words. So that's why I have used these 2 words. Otherwise you can play with many strings, many combination. And one more thing I want to tell here is that, like, sustainability or sustainable, these 2 words are closely related. So you need not to put both the words. What you can do, you can put asterisk sign here. So it will cover all the papers, or you can do sustain. After 4 letters, you can put this asterisk sign. So whatever related words are there, it will fetch all the words. Otherwise, we may wonder, say somebody have used sustainable, sustainability, sustainable behavior, something like that. So sustain asterisk will ease your task. Second thing is that there is limit to this particular tab. You cannot put n number of letters here, right, in one go. So in order to use efficiently this tab, it's always advisable that you put this asterisk sign whenever you are searching the related words, right? Now I'm just right now I am on without any filter, right? So I'll put simple enter. And again, if you remember that thing, and why I'm doing so, there is one another reason also, because we were having that error. I have found out why it is coming, so I'll tell that also. So you can see that as I entered, there are 12,725. See, in any case, I cannot take more than 500 entries in one go, and moreover, sustainability and behavior could be studied in various aspects. So again, filter, refine. Sorry, more options. So I'm taking only business, and now it's coming 446. So I may take management also, but in that case you have to make 2 files, 500 each, in case it is more than it's up to 1000, and 500 plus remaining in case it is less than 1000 but more than 500. So it's for the demo purpose, so I'll take only 1 file, but I'm taking both the disciplines. Now I'm refining it. So here also you can see what's your refinement, and you can copy this search string and you can paste it in a Word file, and later on you can report it in your paper also. So it will show the authenticity of your work, right? So if you can see that I have many entries, like I have 682 entries. Now if I put only those files which are appearing on this page, but I need all the files, but maximum it is 1 to 500, so I'm okay to that. Please pay attention here. Record content should be full record and cited references. Last one, that's why that error was coming. So why this error is coming? Because BiblioShiny takes up all the 59 fields, which comprises of all the information written in this particular thing, right? If you choose any of this, BiblioShiny may not take that file as it was happening with us last time. So export. And one more thing, sorry, one more thing, I just forgot to select this type. Just give me a second. File format I forgot to choose. Plain text you have to take because that is the only format that BiblioShiny support. And now records from this, and then you can export. So this is my file number 17, as you can see in the bottom tab. Now I'm going to BiblioShiny. Again, I'll put these two commands only. And as you can see, my window has been switched. That means automatically it has been opened in, in my Chrome. And you can see this is last time I was not able to show because my net maybe was slow, but you can see that it is coming automatically. Now somebody was asking how to import data. I am doing both for Scopus and for Web of Science. For Scopus, I will show I have already downloaded CSV file. I'll be using that. Import for data. Now import role file. First, I'll show Scopus wala. I have already one file downloaded with me. It's in my downloads. Maybe this. Start. Again, it has some problems. I need to clear this file. So this problem may come again and again. Now, what is the problem with Scopus? I can show this. Maybe some entries which are coming like this entry. I need to delete this row. And that way you have to, clean the file. And sometimes you have to open it a little bit. Sometimes the things are coming in, again and again. So let me try once again. Otherwise, I have to spend time on that also. Again, this is showing. So definitely I need to clean this file. But right now, the way to attach file is this. I'll be, maybe addressing this particular issue in my one of the videos, which I will upload for very soon on my channel. But till then, you please do with Web of Science only. For Web of Science, I have find out why it's behaving like this. You can see conversion in progress because this time file is little heavy. It's big. 500 entries are there. So this is the basic information, and I will not go into these tabs. The basic idea was to tell how to correct the M error. So sometimes we, and one more reason also there. So I'll not be spending time right now on that, but I'll be updating you on that also. Different kind of errors are there. Anyhow, now coupling, clustering by coupling. So I want to see what different couplings could be there. Now coupling means, as the name is indicating, two things coming together. Now the unit of analysis means you want to couple it by document, you want to couple it by author, or you want to couple it by sources. You want to see which two sources are coming together. That means if one person is writing a paper in this particular domain, what two kind of journals he is definitely going to cite in his paper. So maybe author's keyword. So these are different options depending upon your choice. Whatever you want to report, you can show. Yeah. Now, if you can see, this is the very interesting diagram which is coming up, and I'll tell you what is the meaning of these 4 quadrants and why this particular journal is coming here and why it's coming here. So if you can see, first read this kind of circles. Journal of Consumer Studies is coupled with these journals. If some paper is, citing Journal of Consumer Studies, they are also citing these kind of, they are also taking the papers, they are also using the papers from these journals too. Now, Similarly, Journal of Business Research, if someone is citing this journal, so people are using these journals generally in their papers. Similarly for this and this. The color of the ball is also important, that the number of citations, whatever topic I have taken for this file, the maximum paper are from this journal. It has less number of journal papers from this journal, and the size accordingly, with size you can understand that maximum people are taking papers on this topic from this journal, like sustainability ka, people are taking from this journal in management arena, right? Now, what does this position of ball means? This is something called niche themes. This is called motor themes. This is called transversal theme, and this is called peripheral themes. Now, what does that mean? This means, see, this you can see this is centrality and this is impact. Now, this is done on impact basis and this is done on centrality basis. So, something is here, it's showing that it is less impactful and less used. Centrality means less used and less impactful. And as you can see that here, the size of the bowl is also low. Similarly, Journal of Business Research is high on impact and less on impact, but high on centrality. This is centrality, this is impact. So that means it is people are using this, but a particular, within the sustainability, there is particular line of research. These people are using this journal. Not for every sustainability related topic people are using Journal of Business Research. Maybe they are doing in certain domain. Now, if you can see this thing, maybe business and industrial marketing, management, personal review, maybe people who are citing Journal of Business Research, they are doing sustainability in general management, right? Not in marketing or something like that. But if you see here, maximum people who are working in sustainability in per se marketing domain, they are using these journals. And maximum work has been done on sustainability in marketing. This particular quadrant is saying that. That means motor theme quadrant. That means this theme tells that maximum people are working sustainability in marketing. While if you have remember correctly, I have just chosen management and business, not marketing as such. There is no such option. But the people working here, so sustainability has two streams. The first is the marketing stream. The other is general management stream, as per the data I have taken. Third is tourism management. Now, what this quadrant is saying, it's upcoming sector in the sustainability, right? People are writing on mainly tourism from the tourism perspective. And you can see that after COVID before COVID also, there is a buzz in sustainability in tourism, that we are, discouraging over tourism and mass tourism. So this is upcoming. So when we are talking about SLR, this quadrant is a good candidate for doing SLR. But when we are talking about other papers like simple or empirical papers, so maybe this domain is a good, place to work. This is called the emerging theme area, maybe the over researched area or maybe emerging. So we need to see from the word. So as I can do, kahan se I can see this. The more number of entries, the more time it will take. Now, documents, that means whatever the document which is coming in this domain. Now, these two authors, now what we can do, we can go back to our repository of the paper and we can see what these authors have talked about, and then we can see it in that direction. So it is document coupling. So you can see this is blank and this is blank. So that means either people are doing a lot of research here, or it's emerging theme or over research theme. These two, quadrants are empty. That means nothing is coming which is aloof, bilkul excluded line of studies, and this is something which is emerging. Nothing is coming out of here. So you can see whatever you want to report. There is no rule for that. What kind of options should I choose here? It's totally up to researcher what he wants to portray and what he wants to show. You can also play here a little bit. How many cluster size? Generally, it is said that it should be 10. Let's do it with 10. Let's see what it gives. So you can see when I limit my cluster size to 10, only two things I can see, that tourism and that other thing has been gone. So whatever you choose, generally it's said that you should take 10 study, but if you're not getting very good result, you can take 8 studies or 5 study, but you have to report that my minimum cluster size was 5 studies at least per 1000 units, right? So you have to move that way. Now, conceptual structure. These are the different normalization. We use association only, right? Automatic layout. These will be the size, and this is the field on which I want to do. So first I'll run it on the default setting, and then we will see what it comes. Now co-occurrence means what two things are occurring together. Because my field is keyword plus, that means keyword plus was that, but the software has taken itself from the title abstract keyword. This is not the author's word. So they are saying two main cluster coming. I will zoom it so that people can see that. Performance, social responsibility, management, knowledge framework, sustainability is the one cluster. The other cluster is behavior, attitude, green, antecedent information. Now, what would be the what would be the words coming in the cluster will also depend what keyword you used or what was the objective when you put the keywords. That will also. So here, from here, because since I have not used any word like attitude, intention in my search string, so definitely I can see there are two stream of studies. One is doing something related to performance of the corporate, and other is consumer centric, and one is organization centric. So I can get two main clusters of the study, and the scholar can further develop their paper based on these two broad clusters, right? So this is giving me a rough idea. Definitely I need to go back to the paper and segregate my paper as per. Now this is manual job. So that's why writing any SLR paper is not an easy task. Empirical paper. That's my view. Now again, now this first of all, these different colors are showing different clusters, right? So there are, as you can see, case study. Now, not many people are doing case study based paper, so it is aloof themes little bit, right? And sustainability is the main thing because we have used it as a keyword, so it is not a surprise thing that we are getting sustainability. And second keyword was behavior. So definitely when we're talking about behavior, so it's more of consumer behavior, active behavior gap, behavior change, like that. One stream is going for innovation and entrepreneurship, matlab sustainable entrepreneurship or something like that. One stream is coming from clothing, consumer, that means sustainable fashion consumption, maybe sustainable consumption, sustainable culture, and sustainable responsible or responsible behavior. Next is corporate angle, and these are some aloof or less explored theme. So what you can do, if you want to do any empirical work, definitely you can choose any of the paper or any of the theme like that. Okay, intellectual capital, there is less work, I will do that. Maybe motivation thing, maybe less work, I'll do that. Communication, I'll do that. So you can also zero down your area, maybe starting from any generic thing, and you don't know what actually in sustainability you want to do. You can use bibliometric as your guide, as your guide to tell you which topic needs to be explored more. So it's not only for the writing a paper, but also just to give a direction in which we can write a paper. Maybe we want to write an empirical paper, we are not interested in SLR paper, but in what domain we can go by using this diagrams. So that's in that sense also this particular tool can be used. Now I am using another conceptual structure, that is thematic map. Now there is these are the different kind of information of the same thing it is producing, right? Now again, thematic map means what themes are emerging, like motor theme, performance, that means people are working a lot on performance. attitudes, you know, in sustainability, maybe related to determinants, value, you know, consumption. Now this number is showing how many times it's occurring in different studies. Model, it is, you know, aloof, a different kind of, you know, leg is going on in this thing, but that is not very aloof. You can see that it's coming into the center. If it would have been there, that means it's a niche theme. And this is the emerging or declining. Maybe behavior pay, people have done a lot. Maybe in attitude, people are doing it in a different way. So we need to find out what actually it's coming. You know, maybe I can increase the cluster size. Maybe I can get some meaningful things here. So you need to play with these things. And the better idea would be the authors keyword, because you can see how authors are doing it. So you can see now authors are working. This is little exhaustive area. You know, this is a niche area which is coming. And because sustainability is not very old, so we are seeing some empty thing here, but it is emerging also. So consumer behavior, innovation, and like that. So from author's point of view, whatever keywords author have given, I can come up with this thing. So you have to see what is your agenda behind doing any search. Machine or tools are just a representation of what's going in your mind, what you want to do. But karna kya hai, what you want to do, that you have to decide yourself, right? Nobody is going to tell you that. Now thematic evolution, that is something interesting feature they have given to certain slices, and you can compare one slice with other. Let's say I want to number of cutting points means whatever year data I have, I want to cut it in two parts. Maybe I have let's say I have 10-year data, I want to cut in 2 5 years, right? So I the number of cutting points. If I want to cut it in 3 points, so by default also it cuts for 3 years. 16 is the one cut, 18 is one cut. That means the studies before 16 will be cut one, studies between 16 to 18 will be second, and third cut will be 18 to 21 onwards, right? You can also customize it, and there could be any logic behind that. Let's say in sustainability, you want to take Paris Climate Treaty as one cutting edge. So you can see the comparison before this thing, Paris Climate, and after. You want to see how academics are responding to that. So you can take your cut point as per that year by taking it one, and by let's say it was in 2015, let's say, okay. So apply. Now this is one thing. That means the studies which started with attitude has diverse themselves in products, information, and the things like that. The earlier studies which were aloof with attitude, product, and information, they all are covered in attitude. Behavior and sustainability, again sustainability, commitment and model, performance and performance. So it's not necessary, first of all, that with every diagram you will get some meaningful things. So you have to see that whether I'm getting some meaningful things from that, or should I switch to another. Like performance, whatever studies were focusing on performance and impact, now they all are covered under performance. Or I may use again author's keyword here. Now authors were giving clothing and behavior as separate, but clothing is now again in clothing, but clothing studies are using behavioral aspect also. Behavioral has been studied in higher education, theory of planned behavior, and in behavior only. Employees thing is confined to behavior, and the third stream is sustainable development. Similarly, you can read this consumer behavior, still consumer behavior, but it again bifurcated in higher education. So people have studied sustainability in higher education context also. Then sustainable development, but at the same time entrepreneurship also. So entrepreneurship has been moved to sustainability too. So you have to read these figures like this. So this was slice one, as you can see. This is very interesting. Now slice one was before 2015. I guess 15 or 17, what year I have taken, I need to check that. 2015, slice one. Every theme was, you know, emerging theme. People were doing it. Centrality theme, you know, central theme tha, but density was less work was there. But the moment I moved to semester time slice 2, things have been developing a lot in these 5 years, and some themes have been shifted to here also. Can you see that some themes have shifted to motor theme also, that people have started enough work. So you can differentiate between your these two time slices also, and you can take 2-3 time slices again, but you cannot be every time choosing this. I don't know what this happened. You cannot every time choose this at yourself, because this particular software also make calculation themselves, and not it's possible that every time you will be able the time slices. They have certain calculations. Sometimes it will say that I cannot divide in so much slices, so you please change your thing. So let's see, if I change it to something, will it make any difference? Now I have taken 2019 as my time slice 2. You can see that if I make a cut point on 19, this is motor theme. So you can see that well-researched area it's showing. And before 19, it is there. So it was upcoming area. It was the area of interest. Centrality was there, but not much research has been done. But the moment I go to time slice 2, that means after 2019. Now what does this showing? That maximum work has been done after 19. After 19, people have focused in, and some theme have jumped to the motor theme. So you can make any number of interpretation, and within consumer behavior, people are working on circular economy. Within sustainability, people are working on environment policy, stakeholder engagement, product innovation. So there could be n number of topics which you can find out just by running a simple bibliometric bus, by just giving 2 keywords as you have remembered. So sometimes when we want to start writing a paper, sometimes when we just want to start, we want to suggest any topic to our scholar. Sometimes if we are interested in enrolling ourselves in PhD, these techniques are handy. Maybe you're not using it for the paper development, but definitely you can use it and zero down your topic, or at least understanding what topics are going around. Otherwise, because I can guarantee, I can vouch, nobody can do it by the eyeball testing or by just visualization, just looking at the paper. You cannot consolidate all the pictures, all the work in just one small screen without using these kind of visualization tool. So you can see clusters also. These are some tabular form, but these tables won't be able to tell you much. So generally people report the diagram only. Cluster means these all things are related to those words which you were able to see here. This thing you can also write down or download from here, and you can report these things in your cluster development when you're writing about the cluster. So you can talk about these particular domains and you can develop your cluster, or these could be the subdomain of your cluster, anything but you want to do, right? Then factorial analysis. Factorial, as sir always mentioned, is on some factor analysis parameters. So it is also using that statistics only. So these are different methods corresponding MC and multidimensional. You can take any method depending upon if it is depicting what you are. So according to MCA method, based on keyword plus, or maybe I will take this, number of terms is how many terms you are asking it. Number of cluster automatically how much it is taking, as if you remember factor analysis, as we also can give key, I want at least three cluster. So if I say document should be there more and cluster sizes, it may not work. Let me try out and let me show you whether it works or not. So it's showing me that if I increase the number of documents, means at least 11 documents are working in the same theme. I want 3 clusters, right? Maximum number of terms will be 50. Now, these are the 3 main clusters it's giving me: entrepreneurship, supply chain management, communication. The one is here, consumer sustainable behavior, and third is social responsibility, ethical aspect. So similarly, it gives you topic dendrogram also. These 3 major themes. Contributing papers. So these are the 3 contributing papers in each team. Color would be same for cluster 3, it's green, cluster 2, it's blue, and cluster 1, it's, so this is the prominent paper in each cluster. This is the most cited paper in the cluster, and words by cluster is, these are the words they are giving. And again, articles by clusters. So these are the tabular thing. Let's see if it changes with the method. Now, this is showing this sustainability dimension, and these are the two. So these are a little bit, you know, knowledge and intellectual capital are a little bit together. This is little going aloof. So not much difference it's coming. So it's about exploring the you know, software, and you can do it very well. Now I'm going to co-citation network. Now, first of all, what is the meaning of co-citation? Let me first show it. Co-citation means there are 2 papers, maybe you know, Eisen and Podeskov. Now you know that Eisen is related with theory of plant behavior, and Podeskov is related with the common method bias. Now these 2 papers are mostly coming together in 3rd paper. Let's say if I am writing a paper on sustainability, I am putting Eisen as a reference and Podeskov as my reference. If Neeraj sir is writing a paper, he is also putting Eisen and Podeskov. So what inferences we can make? First inference could be that both of us are writing empirical paper, because that's only we need Podeskov, right? And then maybe both of are working in the behavioral aspect, you know, consumer behavioral aspect. That's why we both are putting Eisen. So that means this is the strong couple they are making, that these people, or you know, people are doing empirical work a lot. I can, you know, zoom it. I should zoom it if I can do that. Oh, sorry. It has some limit. I think little bit it's visible. So you can do that way also. You can go downwards, you can go upwards, and these are some authors. So because I don't work much in this, I have not worked much on this you know, authors work, so I don't know what these studies are all about, but I know few, because these are the seminal work I have done, though that's why I remember. So you can go, when you know your literature, you can study these, what these author have worked all about. This different color, this tab has also meaning, and this proximity has also meaning. Now size of the tab, that means this paper has been cited by many papers and they have strong relationship. The bigger the size, the maximum citation these papers are having. The close again and again. The number of links, the width of the link also tells how much closely they are related. And colors means these are one stream of study, these is second stream of study, this is third stream of study. So everything here means a lot. Now, if I want to say authors, I want to apply this. Now, these are the authors which are coming together. I want to see sources, which journals are, you know, doing it together. I can do that also. Now this known character argument, now this some, you know, argument has been not working. Maybe the number of nodes are more here. Let me correct this. Sometimes it doesn't take anything, this result comes, so don't get disheartened with them. You can use another one, or maybe you can try after few days, it may work. isolated nodes means let's say some papers or some authors or some sources are going, you know, aloof. So it's not taking that. I don't know why it's not taking that, but it's not taking that. So intellectual structure means intellectually how studies are related with each other. Now, histograph direct citation means that this author has worked in this year and this continuously has been, you know, linked with this author and then this. This has written in a paper in 2014 and has been cited in 15. So this shows some time of network. But the problem with these that sometimes it doesn't show till 2021. So that is the limitation of the software. Now, social structure means it talks about the collaborations, how authors are, you know, collaborated with each other. Clustering algorithm, we take Luvian only, right? Let's say I want to show isolated theme also, means the author which are not working with anyone. Now these are the major pairs of the authors, right? Which have at least 2 papers together, right? I can see for countries. Now UK is the leading country in publication in these type of paper, and it is collaborating with Spain, Italy, Portugal, Netherlands, Mexico. So you can see they are not tying up with the Asian or African countries. Now Australia is, you know, Vietnam, New Zealand, China. USA is tying up with China, Brazil, Korea, Belgium. Now Czech Republic and Romania, these European countries are doing research at their own only. This is a different cluster coming out of here. So we can also see that if we want to do some cross-cultural study, maybe we can talk to some Romanian people or Czech person, residing or doing research in Czech Republic. We can contact with them, and that could be our unique contribution. Or maybe we can think of, you know, connecting with a Greek or French scholar, so that our contribution could be different. So we can do that way also. This is the word map. This is the collaboration by visualization. You can see table also. Australia, Belgium 1, Australia, China 3, and like that. You can, maximum collaboration is between USA and China, UK and Australia, and you can do it ascending or descending order. Yeah. So this was all about BiblioShiny. I'm stopping here for a minute in case you have any query. We can take. Are you able to see my screen right now?
No, we cannot. Your screen is not shared.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine now.
So right now I'm just switching off this thing. I'm just going to Google and I'm just telling you have to type simple WASPhere and you'll be getting, and you can download it from here. It's a very simple file. You will get some folder and you can start this thing. The moment you download it, you will get these 5 things, and you can open to, this is a manual from where you can read about WASPhere in detail if you want. And this is the application part. If you will click it, you will get something of this sort, right? So let me start with this. Why WASPhere? Now, VOS, as name is indicating, visuality, visualization of similarities. Now, this particular software doesn't work on the descriptive part of the BiblioShiny, which we have seen earlier. But today's, things which we have done through BiblioShiny, VOSWare also meant for that only. Now, how BiblioShiny, this VOSWare is different from Gephi or any other software. We cannot, edit the figures, but in Gephi or any other software, we can edit the figures as well. So every software, have a balance or have their own offering in terms of easiness to use and the work it can perform, right? So as we put it in TAM, that ease of use and usefulness. So each and every software doing bibliometric analysis is, differentiated on these, different two parameters. So Gephi is not that easy to use. That node doesn't work on that, drag and drop and select. That doesn't work on that. It needs a little bit expertise and knowledge about the, software, how it runs. But these two software which we are covering today, BiblioShiny as well as VOSWare, they are most, consumer friendly or user friendly softwares, as we have MS Word or for that matter WhatsApp or any other thing. So, but the basic agenda or basic reason using these two software, that they give us fair idea about our literature. So it's not necessary that every time we need to go to some complex software for giving these things. Definitely they have some additional to offer, but it's again the user's choice that what kind of easiness or what kind of software they are comfortable with and what kind of technicality they can handle. So these two softwares are very easy. That's why I'm telling it in one go. Other softwares need a little bit of programming background, right? So now whenever we are starting, this 5 window comes into the picture, right? Now this is a 5 panel kind of thing. Right now you can see just 4 panel, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5th you will see when we will make some changes. I think it's, yeah, now you can see 5th one. So this is 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are the panels. Now this is our main panel where everything comes clearly. As you can see, I have run something. This is our overview panel, where we can see the snapshot of this particular window only. This is called our action panel, from where we give the commands. This is something cosmetic kind of thing. It makes some cosmetic changes in our figures or this particular screen. This is called option panel, and this is called information panel, that it is giving some information. There are 8 links, there are 3 clusters. You can see 1, 2, 3. There are 8 links. The link strength, this is the statistical part, that link strength is 7.50. right? And there are 8 items, so this is some basic information which they give about this particular structure. So let me start from the start. So first of all, we need to go to create. And here you will choose create a map based on bibliographic data, because we are bringing the raw file here, right? Mind it, for Web of Science, it takes 2 kind of files. The first one is plain text, the other is tab limit. So you can take plain text file which you have already made. For Scopus, it takes only CSV file. While in BiblioShiny, for Scopus, either we can upload CSV file or the BibTeX file. But for VOSWare, we have to take, for Web of Science, remember, just one file, text, a plain text file, and for Scopus file, if you are entering the Scopus file, you have to enter the CSV file. Now next. Now read the data from, if your file is from Web of Science Scopus dimension, you have to take this. Read the data from reference manager. If you're taking directly from reference manager, you have to take this. Otherwise this. So better it is you go here. My file right now from Scopus. So it is asking which file you want. If I want to connect this file, I will, but right now let's say I take this file. Next. Now this is the whole thing which VOSWare can do. It can do co-authorship analysis, co-occurrence analysis, citation analysis, bibliographic coupling, and co-citation, right? These 2 methods are full counting method and fractional method. I can tell you about these 2 methods, but it would be little technical. So right now I'm avoiding this. but you can read it in the manual itself, what is all about. If you are, very interested in knowing that, it's very easy to understand. But you can use any method of counting, but you report it that we have used full counting method or fractional counting. You need not to give any kind of justification behind it, but you can just simply report it what counting method you have used. Now let's say co-authorship. The moment I tick this co-authorship, it will tell that it can find out co-authorship in terms of author, organization, and countries. That means which two authors are writing together, which two organizations are writing together, which two countries are writing together. Anything of analysis I can take from here. Let's say I want to see which two countries are working together, right? Next, right. Here it's saying maximum number of countries per document is 25. Maximum number of, at least maximum number they are writing together is 25. If you want to do it, reduce it later, less, you can do that. If you want to increase, you can do that. So it's your option. Now they are saying minimum number per documents a country, at least 5 papers those two countries are writing together. If I see that there are no result coming, I can further tweak it, but at least there should be 2 or more than 1, right? Only then co-authorship will make a sense. But the higher it is, the better it is, but not necessary that every time. And you can see whenever you are changing this is also changing. It is very consumer friendly or user friendly. 74 countries, 30 out of 74 countries, matlab whatever data I have put, there are 74 countries present in that kind of research, and out of those 74 countries, 35 are meeting the threshold. Which threshold? That they have written at least 5 papers together, right? If I read 4, it meets more, 37. If I reduce it more, again more. So you have to do it that way. And minimum number of citation, because right now we are not doing it to citation, so this is the further constraint which I may put. So it may, change the things, but I have not. You can put it or you cannot put it. Whenever I have done, I have never put it. So it's a wish you want to do it or not. Now, if you want to show all the 43 countries in your diagram, well and good. If you don't want to show, you won't say, if you feel that it will be more cluttery, you can reduce it. But every time maximum number would be 43 only, because only 43 countries were meeting the criteria, as you can see from here. 43 were meeting the criteria, so it will not be increased by the more than 43, because this is the maximum number. You can reduce it, but you cannot increase it more than 43, right? So it is this. Now it will show you also which 43 countries are there. And if you don't want any particular one country to uncheck it, you can uncheck it. Again, you can say that any scholar can use it for a bias. Definitely, if they want, they can do that. If they want to see there is no country work together, they can do that. But that's again the limitation of the software. But generally, we feel that researchers do ethical work and they are not going to, tamper with this thing. But there is a facility, and this particular facility is very handy when we are working with the keywords, because sometimes meaningless keywords come, like the, research, empirical. So that doesn't make any sense sometimes. So we can do that way. Now you can see the diagram. Now let's read this diagram. I hope this is little visible to everyone. I can further, sorry. So you can see, first of all, the colors. That means these are the different colors. Colors means different clusters, and linked means there are few study. Matlab means maximum work is this European countries, this is Asian countries, this is again another part of the world, and this is blue. But the thing is that these are how each study is related with each other. And you can see this information window also changing every time. How Australia is connected with other countries, how these two countries are related in terms of research. Color same means they are more, related with this same country color. But yes, aisa nahi hai that if the color is not same, they are not working together. They are working together, but maximum they are working together with the same color country, but they are also working with other countries also. 2 countries are, are very active in sustainability research, that is England and Australia. This diagram is showing that, followed by Germany, right? But there are few other countries too. So like that. So visualization is good in this particular software. That's why it's called visualization of similarities. And people use this particular software just for showing the clusters, because it's give really nice pictures. Now what you can do, you can see what clusters are coming from by going to items. You can see cluster 1 means these countries are coming together. Cluster 2 means these two countries. Cluster 3 is coming this is this. You, if you want to play with the cluster, you can also play with the cluster. You want minimum cluster size, I don't want 1, I want at least 5, right? And method is association, and you can rotate it also if you want to. First let me update layout and update clustering, because I have changed the size of clustering. So now you can see few colors have been changed. If I further increase this, and it is saying merge small clusters, right? You can uncheck that too. Now you can see if I increase the size of the cluster, only 2 major clusters are coming. One is this Pacific Asia types and another is this US UK types. Are you getting it? If I see put 7, now 3 clusters. Now it works like that. So it totally depends upon you how many clusters you want to take, but those clusters, the classification or number of clusters should have certain kind of justification also. It's not always advisable to make maximum cluster, but these 2 clusters was also making sense, and you can see that whether these 3 clusters is making sense or not. If it is not making sense, because it's a software, it will work on numbers. So whatever is working, that has been decided by the scholar only, not by the software. So it will give some result, whatever you will put it, either it will work or either it will not work, but you have to decide. You can rotate it. Sometimes the figure is not coming very friendly to report. You can report it to the certain kind of degrees also, like 65 degree I want to rotate. Let me update it. So I have changed the degree, the shape has been changed. I can change it to 105 degree also. I can rotate it. So whatever you find good aesthetic to the eyes, it can flip it horizontally also, right? And you can do any cosmetic change also, like you don't want curved line, it will give you straight lines, right? Colors have gone. If you don't want curved line, it will give you straight lines, right? You can change the colors too. You want import colors, you want export colors, or something like that. If you want black background, some papers have that thing also, so you can put that also. You can make it to the frames, if not circle. You can change the length of the this thing also. You can change the font also. So whatever, these are the cosmetic changes which you want to put. So here weight is based on the documents. You can change any links also, so it will give the weightage to those things. So you can do it in different ways, right? You can show the scale on the basis of document scale, links, and things like that. So this is how we do. Now this gives 3 kind of visualization. We are right now looking at the network visualization. There is overlay visualization also, and the index is given that this color is showing 2016 study, like yellow is the one which is latest one. That means in 2019 these countries were active in this research, in 2018 these countries were active in this research, 2017 these countries were active, in 2016 is these countries. So it works like that. Density visualization, the deeper yellow color, the more active those countries too, and we have seen it through network also. These two were the biggest balls, and in this kind of visualization, the deeper the color, the more active 2 countries. This is not having yellow color at all. That means in Mexico, not scholar, and in Egypt also, scholars are not working on this particular domain, or in Iran also, people are not working in these domains. Poland also, Sweden also. So these 2-3 countries, people are working on sustainable behavior. Not other countries are very active on these kind of things. They are doing, but not very active. Not prominent countries in this particular domain. So this was related to this thing, 3 kind of visualization. This is overview panel. You can see that this is action plan. You can change certain things, but we don't, try it in many ways. Generally, I go for the default setting only. But you please always make sure that it should not be no normalization, because it is not a recommended kind of method. You can use any other method, but don't use that kind of method. So you can use log based factorization, any method. No method is wrong, no method is right, but the important thing is that you have to report that we have done it through this. Generally people use association only. Now going back to another thing, once you have attached now co-occurrence, which two things were occurring together, which two authors keyword are occurring together, which all keywords and keyword plus. So let's say I want to see which co-authors are coming together. Again, there are in total 1856 keywords, and only 41 meet the threshold. Which threshold? That at least they are occurring 5 times. So I can reduce it. So that means it will be more. So it's, I really want to see the real association, I can increase it. Let's say this. So 22 are the meeting criteria. Again, the all meaning of all the options are same. Now, if I want to uncheck anything, I find something is not very important coming here. Since I've increased the minimum number of occurrence, so all the items here coming must be relevant. But if you decrease the size, many irrelevant words may come. So I'm going to finish. And sustainability, it makes sense because it was my search keyword also. But other than that, sustainable development, consumer behavior, and corporate sustainability, these are the main thing. Tourism, employees, again, these are the two domains where we are not talking much about sustainability. Clothing is also a very small area, even social media. But at the closer to that is CSR, because we take these two topics together. Then institutional theory is the theory which people may be using those. Consumer is also little near, so the nearness also matters, the color also matters, the size of the font also matters. So all those things matters a lot. Theory of plant behavior we are using, pro-environment behavior we are using, environmental engagement we are using, but still we are far from innovation and social media and fashion and clothing and employees and social marketing. So we are far from this sustainability in this particular domain. So this could be a future research area for you people to explore in case you have not done that. But if you want to do any SLR, so these two topics would be a good pick for SLR, because we can see many work together. Again, clusters. It's showing me 2 major clusters. And if you want more clusters, you can change the size. You want minimum cluster size should be 10. So now things have changed a little bit, but not much. Right, now I'm moving to next. Now, citations. Which documents has been cited, which maximum citation, which sources are cited more, which authors, which organization. Let's say I want to say which sources have more citations. Minimum number of document of a source, minimum time of 5 times cite hona chahiye in those papers. Out of 117 sources, 27 meets this threshold. Okay. These are the main journals. So there are some journals which are not, do you want to show them this set of items? There are some journals which are not, very much connected, but business strategy, Asia Pacific. Now this is the prominent journal, International Journal of Consumer Studies, then Journal of Business Ethics. So I think this is some file related to ethical consumer ethics. So that's why, because it is consumer ethics, so business strategy is little loose, means consumer related studies are less, because as name is indicating, business strategy and ethics. But Journal of Consumer Behavior, Journal of Consumer Marketing, Journal of Consumer Management. So this is something related to ethical. Now, because my keyword was also ethics here, so sustainable and ethical behavior are working together. And this is the prominent journal for this particular domain. Others also, but this is the main. So in tourism, we are talking less about consumer ethical behavior. So this is, I think you got a fair idea how we can link various things. The clustering way, the algorithm change way, the cosmetic change way, everything is similar in this particular software. But you have to see what you want to do. Bibliographic coupling, which two scholars are coming together. This is called bibliographic coupling. Co-citation and bibliographic coupling has little difference in their meaning. Bibliographic coupling means if third person is writing our paper, that person is citing my paper as well as Neeraj sir paper. So me and Neeraj sir has a good bibliographic coupling, right? But if I say co-citation means if third paper is citing me as well as sir, so that we are co-cited paper also. So co-citation means whosoever we have been co-cited by number of papers together, right? So that is co-citation. Now this is bibliographic coupling. Now, because all the journals are more or less in the same domain, so there is no much clustering I can see. So all our journal are closely related to each other. There is no aloof journal, different line of studies I am not getting. All are either working on ethical side or printing on publishing on consumer area. So nothing different is coming there. Maybe I can increase some cluster size. Maybe I can get some more. Again, I am not getting anything more different. Maybe then. Not by force you cannot put cluster. If it is there, it will come. If it is not there, it will not come. Maybe co-citation I can see. Now, cited reference means it will show the journal name as well as the author name. Cited sources, it will show just the journal name. Cited authors, it will show just the author name. So let's have this. You can see author and journal. Author and journal. So sometimes if nothing is coming very good here and we can see only one cluster, people report this particular diagram to show that Eisen and this person has more co-citations with another Fornell and Lecker. Again, Podescope. Empirical ke saath, it is very clear here at all. So you can see in empirical paper, people take Eisen. That means there is a lot of empirical work done on theory of planned behavior or theory of reason action, whatever. So Eisen, because they have done it on the consumer aspect only. So that's why. So this is all, and you can explore more. And if you